Hey there, football fans. My name is Derek P. Fields, and welcome to the Gridiron Blitz, where we talk all things Detroit Lions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are one day closer to Detroit Lions football. I am going to take a little bit of a YouTube vacation. Please enjoy these videos of rarely before seen videos that only a few of my subscribers may or may not remember. This is before the Detroit Sports Alliance and when I was just starting to embark on my Detroit Lions YouTube journey. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of the greatest hits from the Gridiron Blitz, and I will see you at training camp.
Holy grail.
You know, I was coming home from work, and I don't listen to 97.1 The Ticket, but I caught a glimpse, a snippet of a show they did the other day. It was yesterday, and they were talking about, people were calling in and talking about Matthew Stafford. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today, and I don't know if this video will get out tonight or it might get out tomorrow, but we know that Matthew Stafford is not going anywhere. Now, there's been a lot of complaining about him from Lions fans in particular, but let's be real and let's be clear. The Lions are not going to get a better quarterback. If somebody did take Matthew Stafford, they could probably get a few draft picks for him. But just think about it. Who are they going to have at QB? So we might as well take the foot off the throat of Matthew Stafford, because in addition to the hefty contract, what other choice do the Detroit Lions have? You've invested 10 years into this man, and there's no viable option out there anywhere else. And I believe that if the Lions did draft a quarterback, if you think about it, the Lions don't have success like other teams do when it comes to drafting a quarterback. Matthew Stafford came in. I don't think he played right away. It has been a decade, but I don't think he played. I think John Kitna was playing at the time, and he wound up coming in eventually. I believe, I haven't checked. I'm just going off memory, but I believe that he came in and wind up taking over for John Kitna. But you're asking for somebody to be Sam Darnold or somebody to be whatever the goofball is for the Cleveland Browns, and Jared Goff and all them other guys. And I don't remember if he started when he came in, but if you look at Sam Bradford, which I want to say Sam Bradford came out the year after Stafford has proved to be pretty decent. And Lions fans, the thing about Lions fans is we have zero tolerance for loss. We have zero tolerance for rebuilding. We don't want anything to do with that. We want to, when it comes to the Detroit Lions, we want to win. The city of Detroit, not only do they want to win, but they deserve a win. So let's take the throat off Matthew Stafford, because if you think about it, first of all, what are they going to do with him? Who's going to take that monster contract? There been some. Here's how I feel about the Jacksonville rumor that was floating around last week after the Thanksgiving loss, is that I believe that there was some actual legitimacy to that rumor. The thing is, the Lions would no doubt have to draft a quarterback and start all over, or get somebody, maybe a backup, or trade for somebody. Minnesota, I don't know what they did with Kirk Cousins, but we all kind of knew that was a bad idea, because he's kind of like the Matthew Stafford of Washington. But Matthew Stafford is a much better quarterback. What I mean by that is he failed to consistently produce, but they paid him all that money. I mean, so the reason that I wanted to make this video is 97.1 The Ticket. They had some pretty good points, and it brought me up to some questions. And I was like, you know what? Let me make a video about this, because I want to ask the YouTube community. Those of you who are subscribed to me because of sports, we got some things going on. This channel might be taken in a different direction. I'm still going to be about everything, because that's what I do. That's who I am. Depending on how this thing goes over the next couple of months or years, I might be, akin to starting another channel, either for hair loss, exercise, sports, whatever. But this is who I am. I'm all over the place. So if you got that type of personality, you like my content, you like my personality, then stick around. But we'll see how this thing goes. Take this whole thing into a different direction. But I saw an article the other day. It's just so much to talk about. It really is. I'm thinking about doing like a weekly wrap-up show of the games, the Lions, all of that stuff. But other than Matthew Stafford being the only viable option, who else do we have? And what do you guys think of? Would you take Mike McCarthy over Matt Patricia? So let's say that Jim Caldwell, they said, you know what? I'm going to keep him one last year. We're going to give you one more shot. We went 9-7. You have more wins than losses. I'm going to give you one more year. Let's say the Lions went 4-12 and Caldwell's out the door. Would you get Mike McCarthy? Question to YouTube land, to my subscribers, unsubscribers, non-subscribers. Would you get Mike McCarthy? They had people calling in the show talking about fire Matt Patricia, get Mike McCarthy. Now, here's how I feel about this. And, this is open discussion. So please, by all means, leave it in the comments. This is my opinion, but I do want to hear yours. Here's my thing about Matt Patricia. We know about I told you guys, look back at the real reason the Detroit Lions are losers. And I told you they were going to hire Matt Patricia. Mike McCarthy is proven. Okay, Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer first ballot. Okay, and he acted like a diva. The rumor around the mill is that he got Mike McCarthy fired. Now, in the sense of he just gave up on him. You can watch any news media, sports outlet, they're going to say the same thing. But Mike McCarthy is proven. Anybody who comes from the Bill Belichick coaching tree fails. And Matt Patricia right now is no different. Also, we have to talk about just people are going hard on the Lions. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm getting tired. I was watching NFL Countdown. And I might talk for a little while, but I'm looking at my clock to see. I was watching NFL Game Day Prime. And Deion Sanders, LT, and Shannon Sharp were talking about how the Rams were tested. So Shannon Sharp tested against the Lions. So Shannon Sharp says it was like a test. And Deion and LT quickly say, this wasn't no test. It was like a quiz. After Shannon already said Detroit wasn't very good. But these last 2 weeks since Thanksgiving has just been, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, I don't know about y'all, but this particular year stabs more than others. It really does. We're used to going through this, but this year is like somebody is stabbing us. The Lions are consistently losers, and they have not. It was another article on ESPN. It's a guy for ESPN. His name is Michael Rosenstein or something like that covers the Detroit Lions for ESPN. And he wrote an article about how the Lions had not won in a quarter century. And just how miserable this franchise has been. So are the players in Detroit really buying into the Patriot way and Matt Patricia? As of right now, it doesn't seem like it. Matthew Stafford, in my opinion, is turning out to be Aaron Rodgers in a sense that him and Patricia are not getting along. Patricia's way is not working for anybody in Detroit as far as the players. And I think that Detroit is soft. Matt Patricia has the chance to be the anomaly. He has the chance to prove that the Bill Belichick coaching tree is not a disaster. It's not where nobody is successful. They try to bring that mentality to the other teams, and it doesn't work. And with the Detroit Lions, it's not working. So would you get Mike McCarthy?
Holy grail.